Hello. How is everybody tonight? Hello. Thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate it. Let me see. Am I coming through loud and clear? Let me see here. Am I coming through? I am indeed. How is everybody tonight? Let's see. Who have I got with me here so far? We've got After Hours Video. We've got Chris. Dr. CZ Death is here. What's up? We got Jamal. We got Bloodthorn Creations. What's up, sir? How you doing tonight? Let's get activated. Well, I just happen to have some activation juice here. So we may do some activating tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. We've got Chris B here. We got Keely Green. We got Joey. What's up, Joey? Got Rick. Got Richard. Got Fox Salima. Chew Bubblegum. Haddonfield Mascot. Big Smells is here. The Quixote is here. Dark Hawk is here. Brian's Casual Shenanigans. Good day to you, sir. All the way from Australia. Wow. How's everything going down in Australia, sir? What's up, Frightful Night Media? How are you? Pistol, what's up? Johnny, you were watching Ron this year's YouTube video on FrankenCon. You can be spotted at the 11-minute mark waiting for her. Yeah, it was great meeting her at FrankenCon. She was really nice. Jeremy and I both really enjoyed meeting her. She was cool. So, yeah. Shout out to Ron this year, wherever you are. So how's everybody's weekend been so far? Everybody having a good Memorial Day weekend? What's your all's plans for Memorial Day weekend? Those of you who celebrate, that is. What's up, Horror Orman? How you doing? It's a bit chilly. Yeah, it's getting cooler here in Kentucky, thank goodness. It's been, we've had some pretty cool days here in Kentucky. I actually had to get out the comforter the other night. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, man, I'm freezing. Like, what's up with this? And I looked at my phone and it was like 55 degrees and I was like, oh. So jumped up and got out the comforter, got all bundled up and went right back to sleep. It was wonderful. So Piz needs less activation. Well, you know, you can't. Here's the thing when it comes to being activated. You can't stay activated. You have to be, you have to select, be selective when it comes to when and where you get activated. So, fantasy football drafts all day. I've not done fantasy football in years and years and years. But there for a while, I was pretty hardcore into it. Had a group of friends. We used to, we put some money in a pot and we'd do a live offline draft and we took it pretty seriously. So the best I did, I placed second one year. That was the best I did. So, and then I think I placed third one year. The last year I was in it and I was supposed to get my buyback and the guy kept my money. So I was like, I actually went to his place of employment looking for him one time. It was just $20, but it was the principle. Like I wanted my $20 back. I was entitled to my $20 back by the rules. And they were his rules, by the way. It was his league, but he decided he was just going to keep the 20 and I wasn't going to have that. So I showed up at his work one day to collect my 20. He wasn't there, but from that point on, I was like, screw fantasy football. So what's up, Chris? Slasher Home Video. How you doing, sir? How's things out in your neck of Kentucky? You just found a chiller pack, Gringo? They're not bad. They're not bad. I was surprised. I'd been told that they're not that great, but I liked pretty much all four of the flavors. My least favorite was, and I didn't even grab a can of it. My least favorite was the Sinful Apple. But I do have some blood orange here. I've got some headless pumpkin here. And I've got my favorite, the berry bewitched here. So we may crack into those here soon. We'll see what happens. There might be an activation. We'll see. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Thank y'all for 30 likes on the stream so far. If you've not dropped a like, please do so.
Mr. PIZ, thanks for all the great videos backed.
Well, thank you, Mr. PIZ. I like that. I like that. I like that, Mr. PIZ. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching all the videos. You're the folks that encourage me to keep them up. So keep watching, and I'll keep doing them. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, Brian, let's go ahead. Let's crack open. What should we drink first? Should we do a blood orange, the pumpkin, or the berry? Brian, it's your choice. Since you super chatted, should we start with blood orange, headless pumpkin, or berry bewitched? No complaints. Glad it's that time of year again, you. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely. It's getting cooler. Seems like the days are already kind of getting a little shorter. So, and yeah, it's going to be September tomorrow. So, by the way, has everybody's local Spirit Halloween opened yet? I know in some areas, they've been open. Mine is still not open yet. And Jeremy is dying to go. Dying. So it's going to suck if they do open like they don't have anything in there. Or they've just got all the stuff from last year. So. Let's see. Pumpkin. Okay, Brian. You want some headless pumpkin? Some headless pumpkin for you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. This is the first activation of the stream. Cheers. And again, I do not like pumpkin spice stuff. Not a fan of pumpkin spice stuff, but this is really good. So, I don't know. Maybe I should try some more pumpkin spice stuff. As long as it has alcohol in it, I think I might like it. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm watching Halloween 2018 right now and Halloween 2 after. I can't wait for the Halloween game next year. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Well, Joey, thank you for the $10, man. That's very, very generous of you. You're watching Halloween 2018 and you're going to follow that up with Halloween 2. Not bad. The Halloween game next year. Yes, indeed. I think we're all looking forward to that. I'm going to talk about that a little bit here shortly. But, yeah, Halloween game, it looks pretty solid. Well, I mean, it looks like it's going to be like Friday the 13th game, just your Michael Myers. So, we'll see. But, Joey, thank you, sir. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you. A few spirits have opened here, but not the newer ones. I'm curious about the retro Jason stuff. Yeah. You know, what's funny is none of that's like available on the website. Or on Spirit's website. You can get the full costume, but not just the mask. And they don't have the Savini Jason mask on the website. And they don't have the Jason Universe mask on the website. So I still need to go to Spirit again. I'm going to Kentucky this weekend, so if I pass any, I'll be checking them out. Okay, Bloodthorn. Nice. Both in Lexington are open. Nice. May have to drive over there and check those out then. Go Seek Find, how you doing? Almost your birthday. Okay, when is your birthday? Ben Brown says his local spirit's open. He was there this afternoon. Big Smell says the one in Somerset is. I'm guessing that's Somerset, Kentucky. Mr. PIZ, is your final form fully activated? Yes, it's true. That's it. That's it. Clippy wants to know, do you like the Halloween Rob Zombie movies? Clippy, you must be newer to the channel, so welcome. Thank you for being here. Because if you've been around for a while, then you know that the first, and I'm gonna do a Rob Zombie's Halloween Revisited in October. I'm going to force myself to rewatch that movie and do a review. And I'm going to do a revisit. I'm going to a reevaluation of Rob Zombie's Halloween. It was the most depressing movie-going experience of my life. But I do like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, shockingly enough. I like that movie. I really do. It's not perfect. It's not close to being perfect. But I like it. I like it. So. Watch the Cole edit, Piz. Much easier to stomach. What is the Cole edit? Of Rob Zombie's Halloween? The only thing Piz likes more than Halloween 2007 is The Fog 2005. Oh, man. Rob Zombie's Halloween was more depressing to me than that one. Really. Because I had really low expectations going into that one. Basically cuts out all the Rob Zombie stuff. So it's probably a short movie then, right? Oh, jeez. So expect a Rob Zombie's Halloween revisit coming in October. But let's dive into a couple of topics here I wanted to discuss tonight really quick, and then we can just go back to shooting the bull and talking about whatever's on your all's minds. But a couple of things. So we have, well, first up, here's some screenshots from inside the Jason Universe maze at Halloween Horror Nights. The Jason Universe maze inside Halloween Horror Nights. There is the Jason Universe Jason with his mask. There he is again. He's wanting to give you a high five. There he is with a really bad looking meat cleaver. There he is just looking at you like, hey, where's the bathroom? Trying to look scary. This is cool, I think. You walk into this part of the maze through the mask. I think that's actually pretty cool. Has anybody been to Halloween Horror Nights yet, by the way? Here we have NES Jason, which I think it's cool that they've included other Jason variations in the maze. There's part 7 Jason, and like when in the video from Attractions 360, like when you walk through this part of the maze where part 7 Jason is, it plays some of the part 7 music. Here's I'm not sure if this is part 3 or part 4 Jason, Because it looks like he's got the axe mark in the mask there. I don't know. There's part 8 Jason, and they played a little bit of the part 8 theme in that section. There's part 7 Jason unmasked. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So, yeah. What do y'all think of that? Unibrow Jason with a beer belly. Well, that's what happens. You know, you drink enough Angry Orchard hard cider, you're going to get a gut. You just are. There's 14 grams of sugar. Actually, this one's got, the Headless Pumpkin's got 16 grams. It's got 21 grams of carbs on top of 16 grams of sugar. So you drink enough of these, you're going to get a gut. That's just how it goes. So, but that's the Jason Universe maze. Or that's what Jason's going to look like inside the Jason Universe maze. So, also, have you all heard that if you go inside the Terrifier maze, you will be sprayed with water that smells like blood, that has a copper scent to it. You will also be sprayed by water that smells like poop. And they've warned people that the people who've been through it have posted on social media saying, like, look, you are going to smell like blood and poop when you walk out of there. Which I think is crazy. Like, you know, you know, who wants to smell like blood and poop all day while you're or all night while you're walking around Halloween? Like, you're going to be wet, A. And on top of that, you're going to smell like blood and poop. That doesn't sound appealing to me. So, but yeah, if you're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year and you plan on going through the Terrifier maze, either bring a change of clothes or get a poncho. They sell ponchos in the stores there. So get you a poncho if you can't bring a change of clothes. Blood and poop. Blood and poop. That sounds like a Cannibal Corpse song. Blood and poop. All right, so let's let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Hold on before we move on. I want to know what the pitch for that looked like. Yeah, I know. So what do you got in mind for the Terrifier maze? Well, let's spray people with water that smells like blood, and then we'll spray them again with water that smells like poop. Sounds like a winner to me. Sounds like a winner to me. Blood and poo. Now, there's a recommendation for us all. I know. As a home brewer, I can vouch for the gut, Brian. It happens. You're going to HHN in a couple of weeks. Go seek find. Okay, with the spoil. I don't know if that was spoilery or not, but the spoilers are over. I've been to Halloween Horror Nights a few times, and it's fun. It's fun. It's expensive. It's expensive as hell. And if you don't want to wait in line all night and only end up getting into like 2 or 3 mazes at most after spending all that money, and you pay for like a line pass or whatever it's called, that's super expensive too. And all that really means is that line is a little shorter than just the general line. So, yeah, and I'm sure this was, oh gosh, I don't remember the last year I went. The Walking Dead was still popular. There was still a Walking Dead maze there. So that's how long ago it's been. So I'm sure prices have only gone up since then. Looks like we're stuck with the unibrow chevron. Yeah. I think we're stuck with the unibrow chevron. Also, it seems like I think we're going to be stuck with the square eye holes. And let me pull this up quick. We'll take a look at this. So, I guess Jason Universe really was paying attention to feedback from the fans, because Greg Nicotero has done a redesign of the Jason Universe mask. He's made it rounder, excuse me. And it looks to me like the cheek chevrons are a little straighter. That's just what I'm getting here. They still look too big. The eyes are still square. The eyes actually, I don't know if it's just because the mask is wider now, but the eye holes look smaller. They're still square, but they look kind of smaller now. So it looks more like a traditional hockey mask in the sense, or a more traditional Jason mask in the sense that it's rounder. It looks more like a Part 3 mask. They kept the 13 holes. They kept the chevrons. They kept the square eyes. And I think what Nicotero has in mind, like the square eyes, if you look at some of the old school hockey masks, they all have square eyes. Most of them have square eyes like that, but they have really wide square eyes because you wanted the goalie to still be able to see, have full vision, even from their periphery. So I think maybe that's what Nicotero's channeling here, kind of an old school hockey mask vibe. And some of those old school hockey masks too, they were narrow, and they got more narrow as they got down to the bottom. So I think that's kind of what he had in mind here, but also I think he wanted to make his own, leave his mark on it, make it uniquely his own with the square eyes. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. The eyes look smaller to me now that the mask is wider. So, Jason Universe listened at least a little bit. So the mask is wider now. It's rounder. But they kept those chevrons. They kept the square eyes. So I don't know. It legitimately looked and still does look like an AI rendition. Does Greg have dirt on these people or something? Why do they keep hiring him? The new mask looks like a Funko Pop, so long as the mask didn't grow in size. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And this is from, this was a photo that was sent to me by a follower. This is from Dead Meat James, TikTok. He was at Halloween Horror Nights, and there you go. So the Jason Universe listened, sort of. What do y'all think? It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Baby steps, Baby steps. Let's see. I don't mind the 13. I'm guessing the 13 holes, but everything else is terrible. The 13 holes seem way too gimmicky. I mean, it is. I think it's supposed to be not necessarily gimmicky, but, branding. It's branding. Do you want Halloween Forever to be real? What exactly is Halloween Forever? I've heard Halloween Forever, but I've not really looked into it, so I don't know. The square eyes are what's throwing it off the most for me, then the lack of holes on it. It almost looks like an up arrow with the mouth holes. Yeah, you're right. It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of does. Like they told the fans up yours. Hey, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. Still sucks, man. Baby steps for sure. Dirty it up. Technically, there are 15 holes. Well, yeah, they're technically, if you count the eye holes. But we don't count the eye holes here. Come on. So, yeah, it does need to be a little dirtier. But that's not a, I mean, that's a screenshot of, you're not getting a whole lot of detail out of that pic. But, yeah. Jason's way of saying my eyes are up here. Yeah. So there you go. The Jason Universe mask has been officially redesigned. If that's going to spill over into any new Jason Universe stuff, you know, no, we've already got 2 more Angry Orchard commercials that are going to be coming out, I think in October. Those are done. Those were filmed at the time of Sweet Revenge. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, I reckon. Lemony Winks, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, Lemony Winks. What's up, Duchess? How you doing, Katie? Could you do a new video / live stream showing off your Blu-ray 4K collection? I enjoyed your streams you did a few years ago. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah. Maybe at some point in the future. I've got to do some cleaning up back there first, though. And I've got to do some arranging, too. I'm running out of space. So. But I'm glad you like those streams. I do have a couple of new videos that I'm working on. A video celebrating 13 years of Scream Factory. And I've got another video dedicated to a boutique label that I'm going to be working on here soon. So. Hey, Piz, my client Jeremy has told me for you not to disclose your Hollywood fame from Mutilator 2. It is affecting his taco fame. Well, he is a little jealous of my newfound, Hollywood fame. He's a little jealous. Actually, I got a phone call from Scorsese today, and Jeremy was really jealous about that. So... But he's just got to live with it, He's been the star all these years. He can share the spotlight for a little while. Give me my 15 minutes of fame, for God's sake. If you can, you should search Halloween Forever to understand what it is. All right, let's do a quick Halloween Forever search here, and let's see what this. Oh, it's a video game. There's another. Wait a minute. Oh, that's an old video game. Or is it? Yeah, that's an old video game. Halloween Forever movie. There is no official movie titled Halloween Forever. While the term might refer to fan art or discussions about the possibility of future films after Halloween ends, there are currently no announced future movies in the official Halloween franchise, blah, blah, blah. So Google AI has shot that down. Have you visited the Halloween house in North Carolina? No, I've not. I've not. I know you saw the real one in California. Yes, I did. I didn't know there was one in North Carolina. Is it a replica of the Myers house from the first movie? Hope you and Jeremy are doing well this Sunday evening. I think the mask updates are way better. Right on. How you doing? How you been, Horrible Show? How's your Memorial? Have I been calling it Memorial Day the whole stream? It's Labor Day. Have I been calling it Memorial Day the whole stream? Because it's Labor Day. Thank you all for 56 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like, please do so. I'm Jeremy's attorney. He gave up. Oh my God. Come on, Lenny. Jeez. Just give Jeremy your autograph. He'd just throw it away. He'd wad it up and throw it back in my face. I understand the pains of space. I just moved into a new place. I did have all my 4Ks in one unit and all my Blu-rays in a second unit. Now they're all mixed in together. Yeah. I know that feeling. I'm waiting for the Imprint Dangertainment trilogy set. Oh my God. What kind of, what would they put that inside of? Because they've got the pumpkin for 1 through 5. Well, the Dangertainment trilogy, you mean, there's only 2, right? Well, I mean, if you count H2O. But let's just say, what would they put that inside of? You've got to have like a big display piece for the Dangertainment trilogy. Would it just be like Busta Rhymes' head, just like a bust of Busta Rhymes' head that you'd put him in? And you push a button on it, and it says, what was his saying? Oh, trick or treat, mother trucker. That would be great. I would absolutely buy that. Hey, Piz, why did you cut your hair short? It just got, it just got too long. And, long hair can be fun, but it can also be a real pain in the butt. So short hair is just easier. It dries like that, just put a little hair gel in it and put the comb through it one time and I'm done. You know what I mean? Long hair can be a pain. And if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with like your own hair in your mouth, that's not good either. That was never pleasant. Halloween Forever was a script. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Was this the one where like, I think I've heard of it now, where like Michael was on trial or something? Marcus Dunstan, Patrick Melton. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I have heard of Halloween Forever. It's been a while though. Just forgot the title. But yeah, like Michael was on trial and like he escapes and stuff. That was it, right? One of my favorite videos is when y'all eat the McRib sandwich from McDonald's. Y'all should do a stuffed crust pizza. Well, Jeremy loves stuffed crust pizza. That's his favorite. Is stuffed crust pizza. It would be an upside down ambulance. I could see that. Girls love long hair, so it's worth the extra trouble of maintenance. I mean, there are some women who like long hair. That's true. That's true. I got, I would get compliments from time to time about the long hair. So, but yeah, it's just, it's more fun, I think, to grow out than it is to like have long, if that makes sense. So that was, I've grown my hair out a couple of times over the years and then gone back to short, and then like I'll miss it long and I'll grow it back out, and then I get sick of it being long and then I cut it. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with it being short from now on. Yes, I have seen the trailer for the new Hellraiser video game. It looks good. It looks promising. What's up, Filster? How you doing? Jose, what's up? Pisses about his debt collecting. Oh, goodness gracious. Piaz, you dig the new Deftones record? I haven't had a good sit-down listen yet. Yes, I do. Yep. I like Private Music a lot. I like it a lot. Yep. I go back and forth between Infinite Source and Locked Club as to which one is my favorite song on there. But I think they're both really good. Just about every song on there I think is really good. It's just everything that's good about Deftones is there, just kind of turned up. It's groovy, it's sexy, it's shoegazy, it's heavy at times, it's tender at times, it's angry at times, it's loving at times, but it's very kind of even more soundscapey than usual, I think. But it's really good. I really like it. So let's move on here and let's take a look. This has been a big source of controversy and debate online as of late. It was just revealed, I think the day before yesterday, that Imprint, a division of Viavision, is releasing the Halloween 1 through 5 4K plus Blu-ray collection in a limited edition jack-o'-lantern. And here's what's funny about it. It's limited to 1,000. Here the website says there's only 115 left. But now I've had people send me screenshots of the website showing that it's sold out. So I don't know what that means. Like, for some people it's sold out, but here it still says it's available, or I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. But there's 115 left. If you're still interested. Has anybody pre-ordered this thing yet? Only 1,000 copies. Every unit is individually numbered. The jack-o'-lantern there, they're individually painted. And there's an LED inside. I don't know if can you guys see it's like glowing there? Can you guys see that? There's an LED inside that makes it glow. So it's only the first 5 movies, though, which I think is interesting. It's 4K and it's Blu-ray. Looks like a lot of the same extras that are on the Scream Factory 4K. And I've heard a lot of people say that it's going to be the same transfer as the Scream Factory 4Ks. However, like a different company handled the one from Imprint, a better company. So people are saying that this 4K will probably be better than the Scream Factory 4Ks when it comes to like compression and all that jazz. I don't know. But Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's it. And you see there, they all fit in the back. They're all steelbooks too, by the way. All steelbooks. There's the steelbook for part 1. Why can't these get bigger? I want them to be bigger. Be bigger. Let me go to my Facebook. They're bigger on my Facebook. There we go. So there's the whole kit and caboodle. The steelbooks, looks like we get booklets for each as well. We get a Blu-ray disc, a 4K disc. They all come inside the jack-o'-lantern, which looks like a beautiful display piece. There they are. They fit in the back. There's the steelbook for part 1. Part 2. Got Loomis on the back there loading his revolver, looking kind of confused. Part 3. Part 4. And part 5. But no part 6. Why no part 6? Could they not license part 6? Could they only fit 5 steelbooks in the back? In the back of this thing, was there only room for 5? I don't know. But what do y'all think? Who's pre-ordered this thing already? Let me know. Pass for me. I'm just getting the PC5 Halloween pumpkin. You can just buy the pumpkin. Oh, and by the way, I think the price on this is around $320 to $350 US. But you also have to pay, and I think that might include the tariffs charge. I'm not sure. So it ain't cheap. It definitely ain't cheap. Does it come with a Silver Shamrock microchip? Possibly. Possibly. Nice packaging, rights issues. Yeah, probably. I mean, that's, I was joking about the size of the thing, but yeah, that's probably why they couldn't get 6. Which is unfortunate. 6 is one of my favorites. So, but if they put 6 in there too, I mean, it probably would, it would be a $400 collection. So, when you going to do the Fanta Chucky Punch review? I've got some on the way. So that's going to be happening soon. I told Jeremy about it today. He's excited to try the Chucky Punch, he said. So. You had a 1 through 5 box set years ago in Australia, Brian? But no 6 H2O and on, right? That's odd. Wonder why y'all can't get the rights to those down there, if that's the issue. Fidelity in Motion. Yes, Jennifer. Yes, that's what I've heard. That it's Fidelity in Motion is the company that did the 4K transfers for the imprint set here, and they have a much better track record than whatever company Scream Factory used. So. Do you think the jack-o'-lantern will actually look good? I mean, probably, yeah. I think it'll look pretty good. So I don't know. I did hear from some fellow collectors who have pre-ordered it because FOMO is real, folks. FOMO is real. There's only 1,000 units. They're already down to 115. It will sell out. And once it gets on the eBay market, that thing's going to be more expensive than the Scream Factory box set. So I know a lot of folks who've already thrown down the money for it. They do a lot of work with Arrow Videos 4Ks. They're a trusted company for quality. Very good. Very good. Do you think... Oh, I already read that. What's the Chucky Punch? That is the new Fanta, like Halloween flavor. It's fruit punch. So it's a fruit punch flavor, so I'm expecting it just to taste like fruit punch. But it's a Chucky Fanta fruit punch. They've also got a Michael Myers pineapple, but it's just Fanta pineapple with Michael Myers on it. So I would like to get at least a can of that just to have it, but I'm not expecting it to taste any different than just standard Fanta. All right, so show of hands, who has already pre-ordered the imprint Halloween collection? 373 is the conversion to USD. That's the total with tariffs and all. For $400, no thanks. I like the design on the steelbooks. Hey, what's up, Frank? How you doing, sir? Frank, did you pre-order? You can be honest here. You can be honest here. A7X, thank you for 11 months of being a subscriber over on Twitch. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. No thanks, too much dough. No, because it's the Halloween 1 pumpkin. What do you got against the Halloween 1 pumpkin? No, it's PCS. LOL. It looks kind of like this. I'll pass on it. Pass for me. I'm just not getting the pumpkin. Kind of cool. Own too many copies already. Yeah. So what's funny was somebody commented, I don't remember if it was on my Instagram or on Facebook, or it might have been in the community section on the channel. They were like, does Halloween now have the most releases? And I was like, yeah, I thought about it. And I was like, no, I think that honor still goes to Evil Dead. But at this point, Halloween's got to be knocking on the door. It's got to be way up there. So, I don't know. It'd be interesting to do some research into that. Which one has the most... Which movie has been released the most? Evil Dead or Halloween? What do you guys think? Evil Dead or Halloween? Has Halloween surpassed it at this point? Frank says, as of now, no, I do want it, but damn, it is pricey. You know, sometimes, Frank, you just got to live, man. You just got to YOLO. Just YOLO, Frank. Come on. Okwateng says he had to have it pre-ordered. All right. Hands down, Halloween over Evil Dead. I mean, it's got to, I don't know, man. Don't forget all those, Anchor Bay released about 200 different Evil Deads. So, I don't know. It's got to be close. You might be right. Halloween may have surpassed it at this point. I don't know. Oh, by the way, A7X, thank you. Cheers. Some pumpkin. We're about out of the headless pumpkin now, too. Man, I feel activated. That activation's I feel it. It's flowing. I'm not quite fully activated yet, but thank y'all for 72 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like, please do so. Blockbuster box sets. I guess my question is, are people excited because it's a pumpkin or the steel books? I think the pumpkin probably, but it's Halloween. And that's going to be a beautiful display piece. And again, it's FOMO. It's FOMO. So it will be a beautiful display piece for sure. And, you know, the people who get it are going to have those bragging rights, right? Did you see that grabber mask showing up at Walmart? I've not actually been to Walmart in a little while. Oh, here's a funny story. So, I went.
Happy Labor Day, Piz and Piz Nation.
Nico, thank you for the $10, sir. Happy Labor Day to you as well. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Nico, we are out of the headless pumpkin. We've got Jason's own blood orange here and Berry Bewitched. So you pick which one do we activate next? But thank you, Nico. Appreciate that. So, do you guys remember Walmart had the Summerween stuff? They were like jack-o'-lanterns, but they were made out of watermelons. And there was like a whole line of Summerween stuff. Well, I went to my Walmart and I was walking around the areas where they usually have that kind of stuff, and I didn't see any. So I walked up to this woman who was clearly an employee, and I'm like, "Excuse me, ma'am, where is your Summerween stuff?" And she goes, "Ween?" And I go, "Summerween." And she goes, "What is that?" I go, it's like jack-o'-lanterns, but they're made out of watermelons. No, we ain't got that. Okay, thank you. But she's like, "Ween?" Like most Walmart employees just don't want to be bothered to begin with. So when you like, "Excuse me," they're like, "God damn. Yeah." But like this woman really did not want to be bothered that day. And all she heard was "ween," I guess. And she didn't want to have anything to do with Ween and me. So she was not in a Ween mood. So, hey Jamie, how you doing, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Thanks for being here. All right, Nico wants some Berry Bewitched. Very good choice. Berry Bewitched is my favorite in the Thriller pack. So good. Very good choice, Nico. Very good choice. Nico, cheers. Man, that's good. That berry flavor. It just hits. It just hits. That's a good activation right there. But my Walmart is so... Like, my Walmart doesn't get anything. So I went to Walmart looking for... like the Jason shoes. Of course, they didn't get those. I went looking for the Angry Orchards. They didn't get those. I've been looking for the Fantas, the Chucky Fanta, the Michael Fanta. They don't have those yet. And anything that's like a Walmart exclusive is guaranteed to not be at my Walmart. I don't know what happens. I don't know. So my Walmart does not get anything. Garrett's Born to be Rad. How's it going, man? Ween, maybe she liked the band. I don't know. Maybe she really didn't like the band. That's why. She was like, Ween? The Push the Little Daisies band? I hate them. Don't pull out your Ween in Walmart? No, you don't have to worry about that.
Check out PC's collectibles for Halloween pumpkin.
Michael, thank you for the $1.99. PCS collectibles for Halloween pumpkin. I'll do that. I'll do that, Michael. Cheers to you. Thank you. All good here, mate. We have to. Yeah, we definitely need to catch up soon, Jamie. Definitely need to catch up soon, for sure. You gave the poor lady flashbacks. She just, like I said, most employees at my Walmart, if they hear "excuse me," they just immediately, they turn into Bucky, which is like, "Did you try any of that Halloween shit with me?" They don't want to be bothered. So I can't say that about all of them. There are some good ones there. I'm not going to lie. But most of them just don't want to be bothered, But yeah, she was, Ween. Yeah, we ain't got none of that. Okay. Like the last time I was there, they didn't even, well, they it looked like they had started to put out Halloween stuff. They'd put out like an entire wall of those cheap jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat pails. Like they had like 5,000 of those things along a wall. And I was just like, okay, so there's this year's Halloween, I guess. So I get they've started putting stuff out, I guess, but it's not out yet. The US, UK, French, German, and Italian 4Ks of Halloween 78 all have exclusive special features. You may want to track them down if you're a completionist. I don't know if I'm that hardcore completionist. My local Walmart has the Jason shoes. If you need a pair, I can see if they have your size. 13, Manny. Size 13. Size 13. Aren't they like $20 or something? So like they're super high quality. But I think it'd be fun to like wear them to a convention. I ordered that Halloween pumpkin from PCS, hoping it's here soon. All right, let me look that up here. Hold on. PCS Uh, all right. What's it called again? PCS Collectibles. Okay, hold on. PCS Collectibles Halloween Pumpkin. It's okay. Oh. I see it here on Sideshow. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's got a lot inside of it, too. Oh. Oh. I like that. That is pretty cool. Look at the back of it there. It's got that in the back of it. That is pretty sweet. It's pretty big too. Wow. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Sideshow and Premium Collectible Studios are proud to present the Halloween Jack-O-Lantern life-size collectible, featuring an LED light-up candle to offer an eerie glow to your spooky setup. That's pretty cool.
Hey pizowell, hope you and Jeremy are doing well.
David, thank you for the £1.99. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too, my friend. Yeah, that is really cool. That is really cool. I may have to. I don't know who else has pre-ordered that puppy, because that's pretty. Maybe you were the greatest she's ever ween. I'm sure that's it. Swaggy is here. Swaggy, how are you? And David, yeah, David, cheers. Thank you. How's everything over in the UK? Summer camp horror movie called Marshmallow. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Marshmallow. Let me look that up. I don't think I've ever heard of Marshmallow. Is it good? Is it available anywhere to watch?
I saw Jaws in theaters on Saturday. Amazing.
It's on Prime, it's on YouTube. Okay, so it's available to watch. Is it good? 12-year-old boy starts to see a shadowy figure in the woods after hearing a spooky story at summer camp. Sounds creepy. Matt, you saw Jaws in theaters on Saturday. Amazing. Very nice. Very cool. I saw Jaws in the theater. This was a few years ago, but it was, Jaws is one of my favorite movies, so seeing it on the big screen was really cool. And then the place was packed, as I recall, also. So, cheers, Matt. Thank you, sir. Don't spoil it for yourself. Oh, so is it twisty and turny? Which theater chain do you go to? Usually it's Regency. I like their theaters. They have the nice, comfortable recliner seats. Jeremy likes those theaters too, because of the recliner seats. There's a Cinemark not far away. I'll go there occasionally if they have something that I want to see. It's a little closer than the Regency. And I've got a Monpaw theater not too far away, but they don't get very much. So unless it's like a mainstream thing, and I really don't care for a lot of mainstream stuff, because I'm just so, highbrow. Did I say... I said Regal. I meant Regal, not Regency. Sorry. Regal, not Regency. So, when it comes to concessions, nachos and like either an IC or a Pepsi Zero, that's my jam. So, that's Jeremy's thing too. He switched from popcorn to nachos. He used to always get a popcorn and a Pepsi. Now it's nachos and a Pepsi. So, my preferred is Regal. I'll do Cinemark if they have something I want to see, because it's a little closer. They don't have the super comfortable seats though, but still, in my Ma and Pa theater that's nearby, like Jeremy and I saw, we watched The Naked Gun. They had it there. We watched 28 Years Later, and we watched I Know What You Did Last Summer there. They had those movies. But anything that's a little more, indie or more kind of hardcore horror, they're not going to touch. So... yes, I'm on Letterboxd. Yep, just search Pizowell. I'm on there. Piz, it's reassuring to see you haven't gone Hollywood since your appearance in Mutilator 2. Well, it's... I've been trying really hard not to let it all go to my head. I've been trying to stay grounded. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Because I'm getting a lot of offers, And I'm just trying to stay grounded. That's it. Just trying to stay grounded, trying to stay me, trying to keep it real. But it's not easy. When, like I said earlier in the stream, I talked to Scorsese today. I had a couple other phone calls with some people not long ago. I won't name names. But, we'll just say his name rhymes with Rom Trues. So, but I'm staying grounded. Don't worry. We have an AMC and our concessions stink. Yeah, we don't have an AMC near us. Nachos do rule. Nachos do rule. Yeah. Much better than the popcorn, because if you go early, if you go to like a matinee, you're not getting the fresh popcorn. So, and I'm a matinee guy. Jeremy likes the matinees, so you're not getting the fresh popcorn in a matinee. I'm the same way. Brian, I like to get there kind of early because I want to eat what I want to eat before the movie starts. I don't want to be crunching or chewing while the movie's going. And I kind of hate that when people are eating during the movie and they're crunching and stuff. It's like, I want to get there and get that over with during the 30 to 40 minutes of trailers and commercials and stuff like that. So, Yeah, the matinee popcorn is usually just the leftover popcorn from the night before. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry to ruin that for you, but yep. Matinee popcorn is just the popcorn that was left over from the night before. So, not the freshest. It might still be good. You know, you smother it in enough of that gelatinous butter, might still be good, but it's not going to be fresh. So, the opening of Scream 7 leaked. Is this true? All right, we're going to check on this now. Hold on. Scream 7. Oh, yep, it popped right up. So apparently there's been some test screenings. Oh, it's already leaked online? How did this happen? So there's actual footage of it online already? Or is it just like people from the test screenings talking about it? There's a rumor Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in this one. Odd question. Name your top 3 JCVD movies.
Man,
Ooh.
you are one scared cat. They call me Reggie the Reckless.
Tim, thank you for 12 months of being a channel member. Appreciate that. Thank you. Top 3 JCVD movies. Definitely Time Cop would be in there. I mean, you've got to have Bloodsport in there somewhere, right? You got to have Bloodsport in there somewhere. But now I don't know, just 3. I mean, I really liked Replicant. I thought he was really good in Replicant. I'm going to put Replicant in there. I think that's kind of a deep dive for JCVD. Well, and also the movie JCVD was really good. I'll go Time Cop, Bloodsport, and Replicant. There you go. I flood matinee popcorn with that butter. I mean, you're supposed to flood just any time of day popcorn with that butter. Made it a year. Yeah, thank you, Timothy. Appreciate it. All right, Fox, take care. Thanks for hanging out. I've not seen the new Toxic Avenger movie, no. No footage, the location, characters, and end result are leaked. Wow. Okay. And this is all from like test screenings? I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I'm even that excited to really look into them. Like, I'm going to watch the movie because Jeremy really wants to watch it, but I really don't have any... I'm not even really that excited about it, to be honest. Hard Target, yeah. How could I forget about Hard Target? God, that's good. Yeah. So I'll take out Bloodsport, Hard Target, Time Cop, and Replicant. Hard Target is so good. I knew I was there was one I was not remembering, and that was Hard Target. Hard Target is the movie that introduced the Western world to John Woo. And action cinema has never been the same. Has anybody here seen the new Toxic Avenger movie? Sudden Impact is fun. I like Sudden Impact. I like Lionheart. I don't know. I like a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I always liked Jean-Claude Van Damme, just in general. Jeremy's mentioned the new Conjuring movie. I think he does want to see it, but I don't know if he'll talk about movies that he wants to watch. But I'll know if he's serious about it because he'll remind me every day that he wants to see it. So he's mentioned the new Conjuring a couple of times. But he's not mentioned it consistently. So I'm not sure. And I really have no interest in seeing that new Conjuring movie. Cyborg, holy crap. How could I forget about Cyborg? Yeah, God, I love Cyborg. Holy crap. I might have to kick out Replicant for Cyborg. Might have to kick out Replicant for Cyborg. Damn, that one's so fun. Yeah, I did see that Mortal Kombat 2 got delayed. That kind of sucks. I was looking forward to seeing it in October, but they've delayed it until May of next year because the trailer got a lot of views on YouTube, so they think that's going to translate into huge box office. So they're moving it to May of next year for it to kind of be in that summer crowd. I don't know. That's weird. The trailer got a lot of views on YouTube, so they're thinking that means the movie's going to be a huge success. Okay. I do want to see it, though. I think it looks good. So I just didn't want to have to wait until next year, but whatever. Turn that fan off. I'm getting chills. I like Universal Soldier 2. Yep. I like Universal Soldier 2. I like most Van Damme movies, to be honest. Thank y'all for 91 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. What's up, Evil Man? How are you? What up? Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier. They have redesigned the mask a little bit. They've made it rounder and wider, but they've kept the rest just about the same. So rewind the stream just a little bit. and you'll get there. So yeah, that was really all I had in line to talk about tonight. Is there anything else on y'all's minds you want to talk about? Any other topics or anything? Let me just click off of this Scream 7 screen here real quick. Sidney Prescott's the killer. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Just pretend like y'all didn't hear that. Wow, what a... whoa. Whoa. I can't believe that. I should have clicked off that quicker. I hope I didn't spoil that for anybody. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is crazy. My mind is blown. Jason is coming to Black Ops 6? Really? Why not Black Ops 7? Jeremy was bloodthirsty in both Scream vlogs you guys made. He's always bloodthirsty. He's always bloodthirsty. That's his favorite thing about every horror movie is the blood and the gore, the violence and the carnage. So... I think Scream 5 was the last one I liked without reservation. Scream, like nobody died. Give me a break. 7, I don't care anymore. I'm turning into Lorne on these franchises. I don't know. I don't know. I'll wait for the trailer to see if I get excited about Scream 7. I'm just not that excited about it, to be honest. So, I don't know. I'm going to see it because Jeremy wants to see it, so... Just tried all 4 flavors. You mean the berry flavor? This one is your favorite? This one's mine too. It's really good. Then who was on the phone? I think that's the twist. It's all been in Sydney's head the whole time. It's all in Sydney's head. It all stems from sexual repression. So, that's it. It was all in her head. It was all, it's crazy. What a twist. What a twist. Oh, you got Jamie Blank's Storm Warming. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen Storm Warning, The Jamie Blanks film. You should check it out. It's good stuff. Speaking as a pretty big Scream fan, I'm not dying with anticipation. Yeah. I mean, maybe this was just a rumor. I don't know. But haven't they already announced like there's going to be more even after 7 that are going to involve Sydney, right? Think I saw a couple of posts about that. I was not a big fan of Clown in a Cornfield. I didn't dig it. Wasn't my vibe. Wasn't my vibe. You met David Arquette a few Saturdays ago, Evil Man. Really? How was David Arquette to meet? Sydney was triggered by someone saying ween. That'll do it. Yeah, I'm watching Alien Earth. Burton. Yeah. I'm kind of I have mixed feelings toward it. Like, there's some interesting concepts in it, but like for every interesting concept they do, they kind of also do something really kind of silly and kind of nonsensical. So like there's parts of it that I really like, and then it'll shift to like just, you know, now this robot chick is like the alien whisperer, you know. She's like petting the little baby alien, and I'm okay. And most of the characters I really don't like. So, I mean, I'm invested. I'm invested in it, so I'm going to keep watching, but I've got mixed feelings toward it. Thank y'all for 99 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like, please do so. Make it 100. You met Corey Feldman and Jameson Newlander. How were they to meet? I've never met Jameson Newlander. When do you decorate for Halloween? I mean, it's always Halloween down here. The only thing I'll really do to sort of add anything Halloween-y is there's some Halloween lights I'll put up. You know, I'll get out my blow molds and leave those around, like Lewis here, you know. So, but usually, I mean, for Halloween, Jeremy and I'll put stuff out in the yard. We'll put some stuff, you know, upstairs. But down here doesn't get that big of a change for the Halloween season. Am I planning to watch Good Dog, a horror film from a dog's perspective? I don't know. That sounds different. Do I like Donnie Darko? Yes, I love Donnie Darko. I love Donnie Darko. Great, great movie. Let's see. Let's look up Good Boy here. What's that? What is that about? Supernatural horror film told entirely from a dog's point of view as he tries to protect his owner from the dark forces in a new creepy family home. Oh, it's got Larry Fessenden in it. Okay. I don't know. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. When will we get a hard copy of the latest version of Leatherface? Probably never. Probably never. I actually rewatched that the other day. And I don't know. I still think it's a really fun movie. I like it. I enjoy the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Netflix one. I really get it. I really like it. So that bus massacre is just priceless. And I like the way, what's the guy's name who played Leatherface? I think he's a good Leatherface. And it's got, oh my God, and it's just got my dream girl in it. It's just got my dream girl in it. So, man, God. Oof. It's just got my dream girl in it. Let me find her here. There she is. Oh, yeah. All right. Y'all remember, y'all, if you've been around for a while, y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Because there was a time I was just absolutely obsessed with this woman. If you've been around for a while, you know who I'm talking about. There she is. There's my girl. Just leave her right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll just leave her there for the duration of the stream. Hey, John Best, how you doing? Eyebrows. There you go. Oh, are you talking about the Leatherface prequel? Is that what you're talking about? I'm talking about the Netflix Chainsaw Massacre. I've even got this little beauty right here. Love that scene in the movie too. Love it. I think there's some legitimately good scenes in that movie, like when Leatherface comes home after his that lady dies that he's lived with all these years, and he takes her dress out of the closet and he's like holding her dress and smelling it and crying. And she tells him, like, her dying words is like, "Don't go in my bedroom." Because that's where she hid the chainsaw all these years. And he goes in there just in a fit of rage. He beats down the wall and gets out the chainsaw. And it's just, revenge time. I think I also really like this scene where Marilyn sees him for the first time. And she's like, "You remember me?" And Leatherface just looks at her and he's like, Just walks away. He doesn't remember her. He's haunted her. He's haunted her for 50 years. Doesn't remember at all. She was just another snack for him. That was it. She was just another, meal that got away. That's it. You can have Monica, Keena, Nico. This lady right here is mine. Okay, all mine. The hammer kill scene is pretty good too. Yeah. He whacks that dude's leg and the leg just totally it bends in a way it's not supposed to bend, and then he he goes to town on him. What do you think about Sweet Dreams? Sweet Dreams? What is that? Evil Man, I love John Dies at the End. Really like John Dies at the End. Great movie. What are me and Jeremy doing tomorrow for Labor Day? I don't know. Probably just hanging out. Just having a chill day. Maybe we'll shoot a video. We've got a beverage to review, and I've got a beverage review video that I need to edit that Jeremy and I did. So, a lot of beverages. Yeah, that's right. It's one of those M. Bison moments. Yeah, the worst day of your life was just you were just another Happy Meal for me. That's it. No different from all the other, all from the other cheeseburgers I've eaten over the years. The cheeseburgers we made out of hippies that trespassed on our property over the years. You're just the one that got away. I forgot about you. Now get out of my way. I've got business to take care of. You've got Scooby-Doo branded frozen food from Walmart. What kind of Scooby-Doo branded frozen food? What are we talking about? Cracker Barrel? We might. I don't know. They've changed the sign back to the old sign. Did y'all hear about that? So, Cracker Barrel's gone back to the old sign. I don't know if I hope to God they've not, redecorated the interior of our local Cracker Barrel. We might do Cracker Barrel tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, usually Jeremy makes the decisions. So, just depends on what Jeremy wants. Jeremy's the boss. That guy right there, that comment that I just posted, that's the boss right there. Thank y'all for 106 likes on the stream. Appreciate that. Taco Pockets, Parm crusted pigs in a blanket, pizza ketos, nacho stuffed chicken, and mac and cheese bites. That sounds like stoner food, but All right, doesn't sound too bad, honestly. All right, let's get my baby off the screen. Y'all take your eyes off her. All right. Thank y'all for 109 likes on the stream. I appreciate it very much. We've been going for almost 2 hours tonight. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss before we call tonight? Anything else on y'all's minds? We've drank 2 of the Angry Orchards. We drank the Headless Pumpkin. And let's see here. This will finish off the Berry Bewitched. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. Didn't quite reach full activation. Well, you know. Thanks for taking her off the screen. She was staring at my pizza. We can't have that. We can't have that. Thank you, Weston. Appreciate it. Google AI declares Halloween had more video releases than The Evil Dead. Do we agree? Well, if Google says it's so, it's got to be so. And like I said earlier on, it's got to be close. If Halloween hasn't surpassed Evil Dead, it's got to be close. So... But I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. All right, Mike, take care. Have a good night. Hope you and Jeremy have a great and safe holiday. Yeah, you too, John. You too. Barry is my favorite. Yes. Barry is my favorite. The only one we didn't crack into was Jason's own, the Blood Orange. That's the only one we didn't activate. So no activation for Jason. Poor Jason. First, he's got to deal with that lousy mask. He's got to deal with being a hard cider mascot. And we don't even drink his hard cider. Man, it's rough out there for Jason. It really is. Moving to a new city in October, they seem to be more Halloween friendly. Oh, Ben, you're moving. Are you moving closer to the Kentucky, Tennessee area, or farther away? I think the Jason universe, the Angry Orchard, is going to be a little more readily available as we get closer to October. Again, there's 2 more Jason Universe Angry Orchard commercials that are coming out. I've heard from lots of people that it's just not available in their area. It's not in my area at all, and I've got like 20 liquor stores. None of them have it. But for other people, it's like been available for weeks. So I don't know. Definitely not down under. Well, maybe closer to October. You'll get him down there. What's up, Maxim Winner? Slightly closer. I'm easing my way to that area. Okay, all right. So it'll be less travel for you by the time full moon next year comes around. That's good. You are planning on coming back to full moon next year, right, Ben? Hey, what's up, Derek? How you doing, man? Just got home from work. Cool. Now to make chili and garlic bread. Ooh, that sounds good, Smudge. That sounds good. All right, Tony, take care. Good night. Doing pretty good. That's good to hear, Derek. That's the plan. I guess more travel because I have to drive farther to the airport. Nico, what do we got to do to entice you to come to Full Moon next year in Nashville, Tennessee? All right, chew bubblegum. Take care. Have a good night. Enjoy your Labor Day. You found the Thriller pack at your liquor store. Myers around you didn't have it. Ain't nowhere near me got it. So, but thanks to my buddy Alex, I acquired a pack. By the way, if I did a review video of all 4 of the flavors, if you missed that video, go check it out. Michelle Bauer announced for FrankenCon. That's right, in Knoxville, Tennessee next year. That's going to be fun. Full Moon is, was it April? I think it's in April, right? Let's see. Yeah. Or no, wait a minute. That's when it was this year. I think it's usually the same every year. I know they posted about it recently. Yeah, April 3rd through 5th of 26. It's always a fun one. Thank you, John. You live in Jersey. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night right there. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight and talking about the Jason Universe mask design. We never talked about the Halloween video game, did we? We talked about it briefly. It's happening. I think we all saw the trailer. It's made by the same people who did the Friday the 13th game, which of course caused a lot of controversy online because of the way Gun Media handled not only the Friday the 13th game, but the Texas Chainsaw game. So everybody's like, oh, you know, it'll be active for a year and then they'll abandon it. But Ilphonic came out and said, well, no, they don't. They came out and ran some, they had to protect the IP. And they said, no, Gun Media is not really involved in this at all. They're just kind of helping. They're just helping. They're not really that involved. So we'll see. But there seems to be a lot of excitement for the game. The trailer I thought looked pretty good. It seems like it's going to play exactly like the Friday the 13th game. So there'll be a multiplayer component. There'll be a single player component. So I'm excited for it. But there you go. All right, so there we go. All right, so we did talk about Halloween the game. Let me do some shout outs here and then we'll call it a night. Shout out to Monster B for the $1.99. Shout out to Joey for the $10. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Nico for the $10. Shout out to Mikkel SK87 for the $1.99. And shout out to David Neighbor for the £1.99. Shout out to Matt for the $1.99. And shout out to Timothy for 12 months of being a channel member. And shout out to A7X for 11 months of being a subscriber on Twitch. I appreciate it. And let's see who's still with us here. Jason Nolan, thanks for all the vids, brother. Well, thank you for watching them. I appreciate that. Brian Trash is still here. Joey's still here. El Chewy Gringo. Maxim Winner. Brian Trash. Kenny Powers. My boy Swaggy. Brian's Casual Shenanigans. Derek Jana. Evil Man. John Best. My buddy Horror Orman. Let's see who else was still here. Chew Bubblegum, Okwa72, Ben Grimm, Tony. There's my boy Nico, Mike Warner, Weston Warner, Slasher Home Video, my pal Chris, Matt. Big Ideas 3. Yeah, thank y'all for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great and safe and happy Labor Day tomorrow. And I'll see you again real soon. Until then, take care. Peace.